and we are live on everywhere, I believe. So hopefully this stream is going to be really streamtastic and just the slowest buffering thing you've ever seen. Welcome everybody to our panel at the At Home Comic Con. This is the Watchtower Database, joined by the Timm Talk podcast, and we're going to be reading a selection of scripts, probably just one, but potentially a second one if we run out of time, but something tells me we won't. Legends of the Dark Knight from the new Batman Adventures. I am currently controlling what everyone sees on the Watchtower Database channel, so whenever we get to the actual script, I'm going to turn my camera off so we can switch between each new person as they speak. But let's introduce everybody, and apparently we're going alphabetically, so we're going to start with Cameron Dexter. Go ahead. Who are you?
Yes, hello. I'm Cameron Dexter. I'm half of the Timm Talk pod. We obviously go over all things Bruce Timm related. And yeah, my favorite ice cream flavor is Oreo.
Nice.
Well done, Cameron.
That's the wrong flavor.
I am Chris.
We're gonna go into that in a minute.
I am the other and obviously lesser half of the Timm Talk podcast, and super excited to be here and doing this. The first live stream, and this also happens to be one of my favorite episodes of the new Batman Adventures. So I am very excited to be here.
I'm also pretty sure this is the first time that we two groups have actually technically interacted in face to face. So
exactly. Lots of tweeting back and forth. So this is groundbreaking.
As you know, I'm James Strecker. I'm the only person on the Watchtower Database channel. There's no one else. It's all me. And I don't know who the other random people in here are, but they might as well introduce themselves, I guess. So here you go.
Hello, everybody. Mattie Washburn.
He's the only person on the Watchtower Database.
Well, I don't know what I'm from now. I thought I was the Watchtower Database, and now James just fired me, so I'm just here.
Database.
True, or Groove.
Yes.
Introduce yourself,
final
Ted.
person. Yeah.
I'm Ted Kendrick, and I'm so sorry if you can't hear me very well. I'm going to try to talk as loud as I can. I'm formerly with the Watchtower Database and the former 12th Level Intellects podcast and Legacies of the DCAU webcomic writer. That's me.
Good for you, whoever you are. So we're gonna real quick before we get started on the main event. I'm gonna mention this whole At Home Comic Con is a part of a fundraiser to help charities that are supporting the awareness and successful elimination of the big old virus thing going around right now that you probably have heard about, and helping groups that are in desperate need of that. You can find the link to the charity fundraiser in the description below of either version of this, the Watchtower Database stream or the At Home Comic Con streams. It's at a Tiltify fundraiser, and that's below. So, and by any donation during this time of the stream, you're going to be entered to win the first 2 volumes of the Batman Adventures comic series trade paperbacks. And by volumes, I don't mean Volume 1, The Batman Adventures, and Volume 2, Batman Adventures Volume 2. I mean the first 2 released trade paperback volume collections of the original Batman Adventures. I know that's a little confusing, but I probably made it more confusing just now. Anyway, you can get the chance to win those by donating anytime during the stream, and a winner will be announced at the end of this. So, if we want to go ahead, I believe all of us have open the Legends of the Dark Knight script, and we were gonna choose our parts. Mattie has split this up into 5 different semi-equal groups of characters, depending on how many lines those characters have throughout the script. I'm not going to be able to technically show the script on screen for everybody, but I'm sure people who are watching this are familiar with the episode, so you can probably use your what's it called? Your mind theater of the mind to play it for yourself as we read along. So We got group A, B, C, D, or E. If we want to give the Timm Talk boys their chance to snag a group of characters first, do we want to read all the characters? There's a lot of characters to read out.
Well, are both of the Timm Talk boys in the doc to look at the character selection?
I believe
Because I'm
so.
only
Oh, yeah.
seeing one.
I got it right here. Another printout. I'm really old school.
Oh,
So,
Okay, gotcha.
Nice.
I realized that
all
beard
right.
was adding 40 years to you, Chris.
Oh yeah. No, it's great. I have a Metamucil this morning. I'm settling.
I mean,
in.
I got Ben
it looks
Gay
like
on
you
my
cut the
back
food
right
down
now.
yourself.
Oh, nice. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go to bed at 7 p.m. Oh, God, it's
Well,
so good.
The two of you get first choice. I don't know how you want to decide which one of you gets the very first choice, but
I mean, we'll do it how we normally do it, and I'll say something, and Chris will just talk over me while I say.
yeah, I'll just interrupt Cameron here real quick because normally I would be gracious and offer to let him pick first, but I very specifically wanted to get a certain group, and that's Group B. For one reason,
yes,
reason
I knew
only.
you would choose this.
I wanted that group because I get to play Joel Schumacher.
Yes.
Nice.
See, this is
James,
what
James very much. James beforehand, James was just like, "Well, what if we just give Joel to Chris?" And I was like, "I don't know if that's insensitive or not, James."
It's not at all.
For the record,
Make the choice.
For the
It's an
record,
honor.
I said I don't know if it's insensitive, but yes.
Yeah. Normally, I would.
Yes.
If I were at my apartment, I would have my pink boa on for that scene. Unfortunately, I don't have it here, so we'll have to just again in our mind box imagine that. But yeah, I'm going Group B here.
All right.
Okay.
Nice. I don't know.
I get
What's,
last pick. I'm last alphabet.
Yeah.
what is the closest connecting one to group?
Is there like
B?
a Disney kind of character or?
Yeah.
Yeah, is there like a Hercules or a Gaston in this episode?
We got like hunky, muscly Robin at somewhere. But,
Oh, I get Robin actually too.
Oh, damn it! Okay.
As part of Group B. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go with A.
Okay, that's Carrie. You're the girl Robin during this. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. I guess I am third, so I'm gonna go with. I'll go with Group D. That makes me Dark Knight Returns Batman.
Nice.
So sorry,
Nice.
Mattie. And Mattie would be next in choosing, I suppose. I can't hear Mattie at all. Your microphone has detached itself or something. I guess I get to choose Mattie's for him, I think, is the rule for that. So,
Oh, hold on. If he left, I should be able to go down.
I suppose so. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Ted. We still can't hear
In
Mattie,
that
so go ahead.
case, I'm going to go with Group C.
Group C, that is...
I get to be
50s
John,
Batman is included in that,
50s
yes.
Batman,
Okay.
Thug number 2, and Harvey Bullock.
Nice.
Am I heard now? I
Yeah,
can't
you're heard now.
hear
Yeah, but
anybody.
you're extremely loud
Am I being
and
heard?
very noisy.
Oh my god.
Okay, there you go. Now you're back to normal.
I don't know.
You're back to
And I
normal.
got to pick, so you're Group E.
Yeah, you got last
I
pick.
picked while you were away.
Oh my god.
Hey, but at least you get to be normal DCAU Batman. That's
No.
Group E.
Ugh.
So.
That's
Cancel.
true. And 50s Joker.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
and the
Mattie's
mutant leader.
anyway. Mattie's Group E. So we're gonna go ahead and get started at the top. I'm gonna have to make sure that I have my characters off to the side here. Which one did I choose?
Do we have a
again?
narrator?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be reading all the script notes also.
Okay.
So let's see. What was I again? Who did I choose? Oh, Dark Knight Returns Batman. That's right. Okay. So all I gotta remember is I'm Firefly.
Oh,
Guard.
we lost Mattie.
Oh no, Mattie's gone. Well, when we get to Mattie's lines and until he returns, until Batman returns, then I guess. Well, he doesn't have lines until the Joker shows
my
up.
voice? Is my voice working again?
Yes, you're fine now.
Okay. I don't.
If you can just not unplug a bunch of stuff again, that would be cool.
I didn't unplug anything until after you said you couldn't hear me. So wait, so was are all the lines chosen? Who am I?
Yeah, you're Group E.
You're
You're the
actually
final.
cut.
Yeah.
You're out. You're
I'm
out.
Group E.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Fired.
I went through. I counted all of these lines. I made all of these groups, and I don't even get to choose.
Nope.
That's okay.
What you get when you're live and something goes wrong that you can't control. Okay, so
welcome to Hollywood.
So we're starting here at the top of Legends of the Dark Knight. This is episode, what was it? 407? Is that how do you read these numbers?
So 407 is the show.
Okay.
Is the show number. 407 was given to the new Batman Adventures and Superman the animated series.
Okay.
The 39 is the production number.
Got it. And this is episode 6 of season 2, it says, but I don't think that's true. Because I think this is all technically counts as one season, but who knows?
I would back you up, but if you listen to our podcast, we don't know any of this stuff anyways. So.
Yeah, when I'm asking these questions, I'm specifically asking Chris and Cameron because they would know. This was written by Robert Goodman, who created the Zeta Project, and Bruce Timm, who did some stuff at some point. I can't remember.
Who did not work on the Zeta Project.
Correct. That's what we're basing this entirely off of, is how Zeta Project-y the episode is. The script was written on July 10th, 1997, and finalized almost a week later, July 16th, 1997.
That is not enough time to write a script.
No, it's not.
Oh, you don't know how fast we work.
You don't know how Robert Goodman does it. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So this is Legends of the Dark. What?
Who's the narrator?
It's
we
me.
don't have a narrator.
We already decided.
James.
Follow along.
James is narrator.
This is Legends of the Dark Knight, Act 1. Fade in. Exterior city street day. Close up on a newspaper vending box, featuring a picture of a burning building. The headline reads, "Third suspicious fire this month."
Mysterious arsonist strikes again. Police baffled.
Look, they got a shot of Batman.
Where?
Suddenly, what looks like the bat signal hits the vending box window, highlighting a corner of the photo.
There.
Closer on photo, centered in the bat signal, is a vague, shadowy form leaping off the roof of the building. Wide on 3 kids in front of a supermarket day. 3 adolescents, that's us, Matt, Carrie, and Nick, huddle in front of the vending box and inspect the photo. Matt, the youngest of the group, points to the glass with a flashlight that has a cutout bat symbol taped over it. After a second, Carrie pushes his hand away.
Okay, sport. You can move the light now.
She studies the photo carefully, and her attitude melts.
It is him.
Awesome. They never get a shot at Batman. He's too quick.
The group starts walking down the sidewalk, in front of a big supermarket. The sign over the store reads, Gotham Mart. Did it in the episode? Well, I guess we'll have to check. Matt waves his bat signal at everything they pass.
Well, if the Dark Knight's on the case, Arson Boy's history. And the Batman doesn't take prisoners. Shakes his fist in the
the way I hear it, he isn't even human.
Nick leaps onto the market's concrete window ledge.
He's like a giant pterodactyl beast with big fangs and talons.
Nick crouches like a bird, spreads his arms like wings, and you got to do this as I'm saying it, and bends his fingers into claws.
And when he sees a bad guy, he swoops down from the sky and carries him off. Scream, scream.
He mimes swooping, or swooping as the kids say, and grabs a phantom crook in his talons.
Reality check, Nick.
She pulls Nick down off the wall and they walk on.
My uncle knows Batman. He says he's really nice.
Carrie and Nick turn to Matt incredulously.
Nice?
Yeah, right.
No, I mean it. He says Batman's neat. He's got lots of cool equipment, and he and Robin are really funny.
And my dad's a spy with the CIA.
I'm serious. See, my uncle was the guard at the Walker Music Center.
The trio walk past a music store and we push in on the instruments in the window as camera settles on a toy piano, ... Match dissolved to interior. The Walker Music Center, night. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
On a piano. It's Only it's a huge drop piano, which we realize as we pull back. Everything and everyone in this sequence should be in colorful classic 50s Dick Sprang style. Okay, so just figure it out. Pan around the room, the main hall of the music center, revealing more oversized instruments. A pair of trampoline-sized timpani drums, a giant upright bass and bow, a 20-foot-high saxophone. It's the middle of the night. The lights throw long shadows. It's dark outside the windows and the hall is deserted. From somewhere off-screen, opera music plays and a soprano voice sings. I recommend something upbeat and filled with laughter, like the Queen of the Night aria from the Magic Flute. These were rude script notes that don't matter. Pan ends on a display case in the center of the room. A sign to the case identifies the papers within as a special exhibit, the original handwritten score to Pagliacci. Interior guard station. I get to read so much stuff. In a small room off of the main hall, a security guard sits with his feet up on a desk and his cap over his eyes. The opera is coming from an old-fashioned radio behind him, circa 1950s. Suddenly, static blasts over the radio. Superhero static shock. Whoop, whoop. And the guard awakens with a start. What?
Sing a song of larceny, sing it round the town. Joker stealing laughter and Batman's going down. The comedy is finished.
And then the radio bursts static again. Superhero. The guard fumbles to his feet. The Joker? I better stay on my toes. The kids smash cut. Oh my God! The kids smash cut as Nick eyes Mattie, giving him a hard time.
Better stay on my toes? He actually said that out loud?
I don't know. This time my uncle tells it.
Just let Matt tell the story.
Nick waves his hand and Matt goes on.
Okay, so he runs to the center, making sure everything's locked up.
The music center close on the main doors as the guards' hands reach in and shake the padlock and chain that hold the doors from the inside. Yeah, this is helpful. Thank you. This is getting the immersive experience. Satisfied, the guard turns around his back to the doors and looks around. He scratches his head. What am I worried for? Closer, on Transom Beyond Guard. Is that like Transom? There was Transom, and then there was Transom Beyond about 40 years later, I think.
Transom of the
animated series.
Transom Beyond is always 50 years from now, whenever now is. As the transom creaks open. It's not like the joke is coming in here. The metal canister with the Joker face drops in and clatters to the floor. The guard spins around and looks. What the? On the floor, the canister, as green gas spews out of the Joker mouth and fills the room. Back to wide. The guard covers his mouth in panic, but it's too late. What? Gas? He fumbles with his keys, unchains the front door, and gets thrown backward as the door bursts in from the outside. The Joker strides triumphantly in, arms in the air, followed by two mobster-type thugs with handguns drawn. Joker wears his classic purple tails and vests, and all three wear see-through gas masks.
Thank you, good fellow. So kind of you to get the door. And who says chivalry is dead?
Nice one, boss.
He looks around. His eyes light up. That was unscripted. The guard collapses to his knees, weak from the gas. Joker grabs a normal, i.e. small, ukulele from a display near the door and strums an ear-splitting chord. Twang! Then he breaks the uke over the guard's back, sending him face down to the floor. Unconscious moan.
Is that the
the Andrea mode?
Yeah.
Oh, Joker.
Yep.
Mother always said I had talent.
Joker takes a low bow. Then he peeks up at the thugs under an annoyed eyebrow.
Well?
The thugs realize and break into applause and cheers.
Bravo!
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 Joker rises, smiling graciously as he pulls off his mask. The thugs do the same.
Thank you. You're too kind.
Joker kicks the guard over onto his back, revealing his keys on the floor underneath him. Joker kneels into frame.
Truth be told, strings never were my section.
He picks up the keys and jingles them near the guard's face.
I'm much better on the keys.
He stands and runs out. On display case, Joker runs in and fidgets with the large key ring, trying to select a key. He chooses one, tries it, and it works. The key worked! Oh! He lifts the top of the case. When?
Hold it right there, Joker.
Eh?
Joker looks up and sees new angle up at ceiling. The classic 50s Batman and Robin standing in the rafters beneath an open skylight.
Batman!
We got your clue about stealing laughter. The comedy is finished.
A famous line from Pagliacci, the opera about a sad clown.
It was your twisted way of saying you'd steal the original score.
Now we're going to make our own clown cry.
They dive off the rafters. Wide, as the dynamic duo comes soaring down, Joker turns to his thugs and points.
Get them!
The thugs open fire. Bang, 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 bang. Batman and Robin bounce on the first drum.
Bang, bang, bang.
And then the second
bang.
drum. Ba-doom, and the bullets go whizzing past them. Closer on the thugs as Batman and Robin's feet kick the guns out of their hands.
Ah!
Wide, Batman and Robin land beside the thugs and duck as the thugs take their first swings.
Ugh.
Punching grunts on Joker as he dives for cover behind a showcase of sheet music. On Batman and Thug number 1, Robin backs away as Thug number 1 takes fruitless swings. They pass a giant metronome in the background.
Not much of a dancer, are you?
Robin pulls back on the metronome's pendulum and lets go. It swings back, knocking the Thug in the head.
Ooh. Now you've got the beat.
The Thug drops woozily to the floor. On Batman and Thug number 2, trading punches. A giant tuning fork rests against the wall behind them.
Oof. Wait, sorry. Hold on. I lost my place. Where are we?
Line.
Batman, how can you say
Line.
this? Oh, you got it right. Batman connects with an uppercut to the chin, and the Thug goes down.
Oof.
On Joker, hiding behind the showcase, wincing as his men get beaten. He looks up and spots something. Tilt up to reveal a sousaphone, a big tuba-like instrument that marching band-type players hoop around themselves. Yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me this. Resting atop the showcase. Joker shakes the showcase. Wide as the sousaphone falls in and hoops around Robin like a ring toss, pinning his arms to his sides.
Ah!
Was that a surprise cry?
Win!
On Batman as he turns and sees his pal in trouble.
Robin! No!
Oh, we're getting a notice from Drake that the audio went dead. Why is
Oh, no.
that?
That's not good.
Oh, how far out?
I don't know.
Hold on.
On all of us?
I don't know.
Oh no. Oh, hold on. Yeah, people have been saying at
Mattie-
least since 407.
Apparently it went dead on the At Home Comic Con page, but we are fine on our what channel? So
Audio.
meanwhile, audio, no. People watching on the Watchtower channel, stick with us for a second. Apparently things are happening on the other channel.
Audio's back. Audio's back.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay.
Yes, all right.
Here we go.
Let's rewind like half a
Improvised
page here.
rendition of a technical failure.
Hell yeah. Let's rewind like a half a page. I'll go up to the oofs at the top of this one, Ted. Batman
Hey,
connects.
my oof or his oof?
Yeah, they're both Ted, I think. Joker, hiding behind the showcase, wincing as his men get beaten. He looks up and spots something. Tilt up to reveal a sousaphone, which, let me explain again for the people who don't know what a sousaphone is a big tuba-like instrument, the type marching band players hoop around themselves. That's written in the script. Resting atop the showcase. Joker shakes the showcase. Wide as the sousaphone falls in and hoops around Robin like a ring toss, pinning his arms to his sides.
Ah!
I win!
On Batman as he turns and sees his pal in trouble.
Robin! No!
Unseen behind him.
Why is that joke funny 2 times in a row?
I know, we just experienced this. Thug number 2 rises with the giant tuning fork in hand and conks Batman on the back of the head. Ping! Batman drops unconscious. On Joker, pleased.
Oh, very good! I'll have to make a note of that.
Wide, Joker points to the giant bow beside the base.
Tie them up with those bow hairs!
He turns and walks toward camera, rubbing his hands.
I'm not done fiddling with them yet.
Hey, like the instrument. As the thugs reach for the giant bow and Joker laughs, we fade out. End of Act 1. I'm going to take this moment to remind anyone watching that we're giving away the first 2 trade paperbacks of the Batman Adventures comic from the 90s. You can enter that giveaway by visiting the Tiltify fundraiser in the description of either stream, anywhere you're watching this. Any donation will get you entered in during the time that we are doing this script read-through. And now, back to our program. We're at Act 2 on page 11 of the script. Fade in. Resume. The music center.
Resume.
Resume. The music center. On the security guard as he starts to come to and shakes his head groggily. Oh, Andrea. The guard looks up and reacts to what he sees. Wide, Batman and Robin bound with the bow's horsehairs. Is that... Are they really made of horse? Okay.
Yes.
Lie inside the giant piano. The duo struggle against their binds as the 2 thugs hold them down. Joker flips his tails up with great show and sits at the piano bench.
Now, for my next number, I'd like to do a little ditty for you.
Oh, someone is saying, my mic is bad. Why? Stop booming your mic. I don't know what that means. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. As Batman surreptitiously pulls a mini electric saw from his belt and uses it to cut through the bow hairs. Bzzz. Joker, that had been... Oh, sorry, I want to know what I'm doing. Go ahead.
That I've been working on for... Oh, it seems like years!
As Joker stands and glares over Batman, new angle.
I call it a Bathoven's last movement.
Okay, everyone's saying I'm talking.
He's kind of fading out over here, don't you think, Doug, too?
Oh, James, you're good. It just gets loud every now and then. Thanks, Joe Kendrick. Okay, I'm going to keep going.
Thank you, Joe.
I can't do anything about it. Okay. Joker lifts a wooden mallet into view and lines it up against the post supporting the piano lid.
For some, I'm afraid, it may hit a sour note.
And with that, Joker winds up his swing, close on Batman and Robin, as Batman and Robin both spring into a crouching position and grab the 2 thugs' hands, close on the panel lid support. And Joker knocks the support with a mallet. Wide, as the giant lid comes swinging down, Batman and Robin pull the thugs into the piano and leap clear themselves. The lid crashes down noisily, trapping the 2 thugs safely inside. On Joker, reacting in fear.
No!
Someone in the chat.
That was a good.
Someone in the chat says Mattie is cringe, but so good. I think that's pretty applicable to his entire life. Okay. He turns and runs for the door, passing the mouth of the giant saxophone. Back to Batman and Robin. Robin sees the Joker and points.
He's getting away!
Batman looks up, placing 1 foot on the piano bench. Batman leaps into the air. Then bounces on the giant timpani drum like a trampoline. I don't think that would work. And springs up to the top of the giant saxophone.
It did in the 50s.
It worked.
Yeah, timpanis were different back then. He puts his lips to the reed. The guard sees what's coming and sticks his fingers in his ears as Batman blows a loud note. Who's Batman? There you go. On Joker, who's spinning around in agony, holding his hands to his ears.
Ah! My ears!
He drops to the floor, beaten. On Batman and Robin, OTS guard. What is OTS, Ted?
Over the shoulder.
Oh, yeah. As the guard rises to his knees and watches, Batman lands next to Robin. The pair pulled their bat earplugs out of their ears.
Good thing we thought to wear our bat plugs, Robin. Batman, whoa, I'm Robin. Batman.
Whoa! Hey, look at the Timm Talks. We got the bat plugs. Okay.
We got our bat plugs.
Got our bat plugs in. Let's say that's what it's named after.
Batman turns to the security. It is now. It's canon now, yeah. Batman turns to the security guard.
Call the police so they can round up these clowns.
The guard nods, speechless with awe, back to Batman and Robin as the pair turn and dash out the door. As they do, Batman pats Robin on the back, and the guard hears...
Well done, old chum. Glad we had our bat plugs in.
Always keep your bat plugs on you at all times. Smash cut to exterior sidewalk on Nick and Carrie late afternoon. Nick can't take it anymore.
Old chum? Bat plugs? You've got to be kidding.
The whole story's bogus. Your uncle's asleep half the time.
Wide, a retail district. Matt looks down at his feet self-consciously as the group walks past a strip of stores. Time has passed during Matt's story, and the shadows are growing long.
Well, like I said, that's how he tells it. Hey, who's talking about Batman?
I've been waiting for this. Camera follows as the threesome reach a thrift shop with a dressmaker's dummy outside. The dummy wears a neon orange leather jacket, and a skinny kid with long stringy hair is wrapping a feather boa around it. The kid smiles at them, but they just keep walking, trying to ignore him. The kid fusses with the boa as he daydreams.
I love Batman. All those muscles and the tight rubber armor and the flashy car. Oh, I heard him drive up walls.
God, I hate you so much.
Nick gives him a pained look.
I give him a pained look.
Shut up, Joel Schumacher.
Shut up, literal kid Joel Schumacher. Just then, Matt reacts to something off screen. Who's Matt? I don't remember.
I'm Matt. Hey, what happened to Cozy's?
The kid's POV, a burned-out luncheonette a few doors down. Its walls are blackened and the window is broken. A charred sign overhead reads, "The Cozy Corner."
The arsonist happened.
You seem a little too into that. Back to the kids, staring in shock. Joel pushes his hair back from his face and heads... Oh, now it's Joel? Okay. And heads back into the thrift shop.
Oh, you should have seen the fire. It was fabulous.
Concerned, Matt, Carrie, and Nick run off. Interior luncheonette continuous. The kids venture cautiously inside, with Carrie in the lead. She shines Matt's flashlight around investigating the site.
Wonder if there's any clues.
On corner of lunch counter, in beam of flashlight. Rat scurries by, crossing through the light's beam. Wide, Nick looks around worried.
We should get out of here.
Batman wouldn't run.
Matt looks at her and crosses his arms.
How do you know?
Closer on Carrie as she turns to face the two boys.
Because I know what he's really like, and you guys are both totally clueless.
Push in close on Carrie's face as she talks.
First of all, Batman's real old, like about 50. And second, Robin's a girl.
That's real old. Match cut 2. Interior rundown apartment. On close-up, female Robin, who looks conspicuously like Carrie, with green-tinted sunglasses and a shock of red hair. The look of the characters in this sequence are to match the style of The Dark Knight Returns. Interesting note. You see, now you understand. Pull back to reveal that she's a hostage in a rundown apartment. A mutant gang member has his arm around her throat. Wider, 3-shot. Mutant gang member number 2 stands against a wall with a high-tech machine gun trained on Robin. Both mutants have punky clothes and sunglasses. One is bald, the other spike-haired. I don't remember.
Spill it, chicken leg. Where's the bat?
Suddenly, 2 fists burst through the wall behind him and pull him backward out of sight.
Ah!
Closer on hole in wall. Then, as the dust settles, the Dark Knight-style 80s Batman steps through the hole. This Batman is older, denser, immensely muscular. He looks at the remaining off-screen mutant, all business. On mutant number 1 and Robin. Mutant number 1 tightens his grip on Robin, his whole body shaking with fear. Robin stays perfectly calm. "Back off, man! I'll waste her!" Batman steps closer, back to the mutant, tighter on his face. "Believe me, I'll do it!" Wide, faster than the mutant can see, Batman's fist smashes his face, and the mutant falls backward out of scene. "I believe you." Robin looks at Batman's handiwork, then up at him with a smirk.
Figured I had all night, boss.
Batman ignores the jibe and silently steps around her. He picks up the dazed mutant number 1 by the collar and lifts him to his face. "Your leader." Exterior, the city dump, night, where a huge mutant leader with file-sharpened teeth and nipples, for that matter, stands atop a trash heap. A file, oh my god. In the middle of a wide circle of his mutant gang. Many of the mutants bear high-tech arms. Also guns, but their arms are probably high-tech. The leader marches back and forth, shaking his fists in the air.
"They think we a gang! They think we just noisy kids! But soon they see We are the future! We are the law!
Yeah!
Rebel.
Don and Rob, watching their leader's speech with goofy grins on their face, each wears a shirt that says "My name is" along with their name. Oh wait, who's Ron? Are these people assigned? Okay.
You Don, leader's riffing now.
Leader's Billy Berserk, man.
I'm the mutant leader, marching around the circle of his followers. I wonder if he has a sousaphone while he does this, beating his chest with his fist.
I myself will kill the fool! Batman! I will rip the meat from his bones and suck them dry! Gotham City belongs to the mutants!
Suddenly, a rumbling noise gets their attention, and they all turn to see new angle on garbage heap. An enormous tank-like Batmobile thunders into view over the heap. The mutants turn and open fire on the tank. Inside the tank, Batman is at the helm. Robin's beside him, safe inside as rounds explode against the window. Batman scowls. They don't even wait for an order. Kids these days. No respect. He grabs the controls. Exterior, the tank. A gun turret spins into position and starts firing projectiles at the gang members like a Zack Snyder movie. On gang, getting hit by the projectiles and spilling in all directions. Mutant gang members. Oh no. Guns! Interior tank. Batman turns to Robin. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh, I can't read! Rubber bullets.
Take two.
She looks at him skeptically. Honest. Exterior tank, side hatch. The hatch flips open and Robin pops up, slingshot in hand. She starts firing away. On gang members, as Robin's shots peg more gang members. Ow, this hurts. Ow. Rubber.
Stop it.
New angle wide. The tank rolls to a stop right in front of the mutant leader, who holds his ground. He clenches his fists and spits his words venomously at the tank.
Batman! I call you coward! Come out and face your death like a man!
On the tank, top hatch, as it opens and the massive Batman steps into view. He grins down at his foe. He's going to like this. Back on the mutant leader. Back on the mutant leader.
There. I kill you! I eat your heart! I show you who rules Gotham City!
Back on Batman, closer. Okay, boy. He leaps, two-shot, as Batman lands face-to-face with the mutant leader. Show me. The two dive into a wrestling clinch. Oofy. Oughie. The mutant leader throws Batman backwards. Batman catches himself, and as the leader charges forward, Batman kicks, and the leader catches the foot cleanly in his hands.
You slow old man! You bore in me!
He shoves Batman's leg down, pushing Batman off balance.
I show you what real kick like!
As he does, slamming his foot into Batman's gut. Big oof! Batman collapses to his knees. The mutant leader walks toward Batman, and the Dark Knight doesn't move. The mutant leans in cautiously. Then, with surprising speed, Batman jabs the leader's face square in the nose.
Ow!
Just letting you get close. Boy. Batman dives onto the mutant leader, and the two go down into the muck and garbage, punches and kicks flying. After a moment, the leader comes up, his hands holding Batman down, suffocating him under the trash heap.
Not bad for old man, but I am the future. I am nasty. I kill you now, and Gotham City is mine.
All we see are Batman's arms flailing helplessly from underneath the muck as we fade out. End of Act
Batman,
2.
no.
And I'm again going to take this moment to remind everyone that we have a fundraiser going on simultaneously with the stream. You can enter to win the first 2 volumes of the original Batman Adventures trade paperbacks by visiting the link in the description. We're fundraising for COVID-19 aid, so please go there, check it out. Lots of cool stuff throughout the day that you can win. And we are back to Act number 3.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
I thought you were doing like a party scene. I'm like, that's not quite the music I think would be happening right here. Batman is drowning. All right, fade in. Resume at the dump as the mutant leader is drowning Batman under the garbage and muck. On Robin, looking elsewhere, firing her slingshot at an off-screen gang member. She turns and sees that she's needed. She trains her weapon on the leader and fires. Back to mutant leader. Robin's shot hits him right in the arm, and the mutant leader reels backward in pain. It's all the time Batman needs to come back up, fighting. A powerful fist to the sternum, emptying the leader of air. The leader struggles to suck in breath as Batman jabs him again, this time in the side. I'm just going to keep adding you getting punched so I can continue. And then Batman punches him in the face. The leader's hands go to his side in pain. On the two mutants, Don and Rob, on the ground, having taken cover, still watching the fight.
Oh, leader's bogging.
Leader peg Batman. You see.
We're talking about bat plugs. Now we're talking about leader peg Batman. on off-screen crunch makes the pair squirm.
Oh.
It's good pegged.
Back to Batman and mutant leader.
I just realized why everyone's joking.
As off balance and bloody charges at Batman again. Batman easily dodges. You don't get it, boy. This isn't a trash heap. And delivers a debilitating kick to the leader's femur. It's an operating table. The leader falls to the ground,
so
and
well.
Batman picks him up by the shirt. And I'm the surgeon. Robin grins with satisfaction.
Gotta love him.
Family
friendly.
Back to Batman and mutant leader as Batman pulls his fist back and lets it fly. Mutant leader's POV as Batman's fist flies at camera and everything goes black. Cut to exterior city streets on Nick and Matt Knight staring at camera in awe.
Cool.
Fucking nailed it, guys.
Wide. It's dark now, and the kids are walking on city streets again.
And that's what Batman's really like.
Matt shines his flashlight on his watch.
Oh, it's late. My mom's gonna kill me.
Carrie stuffs her hands in her pockets.
Yeah, I should head back too.
A shadow passes over them from high above. They look up. Nick points.
Hey, it's him!
Kids POV, the rooftops, where a figure runs across a roof, silhouetted against the night sky. He leaps from
It's Batman!
He leaps from one roof to another and vanishes from sight. Now you can talk, Ted.
It's Batman!
Back to the kids.
Whoa!
Ted.
Come on!
They break into a run in the direction the figure was headed. Exterior, old theater. The kids come to an old neglected theater. Nick looks up.
I think this is it.
One of the doors is off its hinges and Nick starts to crawl through the opening.
I don't know about this.
Carrie nudges him forward.
Come on, this could be his headquarters.
Matt goes for it. Interior theater. It's a rundown deco house. Chunks of the walls and roof are missing and the room's been exposed to the elements. On kids, as they get inside and look around, Nick puts a finger to his mouth and points toward the stage. On stage, the shadowy figure moves around behind the scrims and curtains. What the hell is a scrim? It looks like he's setting things in place.
Must be a theater thing.
It's probably a theater thing. Who knows? I know what a sousaphone is, but not a scrim. The kids duck behind 2 rows of seats and watch.
What's he doing?
Kids POV, the stage, peeking over seat tops in foreground. And then the person they're watching steps into full view on the stage, and it's not Batman. Closer, it's Firefly. The kids react. That guy from one other episode.
Firefly. I remember him from that season 1 episode.
On Firefly, as he presses a button on an electronic device, causing a tiny red light to start flashing. He places the device on the stage. On the kids huddled behind the seats again.
We gotta call Batman.
My bat signal.
He turns it on and aims it toward the ceiling. Oh. Yep. Yeah, we'll make it. We got 15 minutes. We're good. On ceiling, as the faint flashlight signal pans until it finds the hole in the roof. Then as Matt barely gets it aimed right, the signal flickers and dies. On kids favor Matt. They react despondently. The kids favor Matt. I don't know about that. Matt looks at his flashlight and bangs its side.
Oh, the batteries are dead.
You think?
Who's there? The kids turn startled. On Firefly, looking toward the seats, he throws a small ball into the air. The ball bursts brightly overhead with a flare, illuminating the room. Show yourself! On seats as the terrified kids stand up into view. Back to Firefly, reacting. Kids. Then he pulls the remote off his belt and shrugs. Tough break. Hope you like it hot. Good one, me. Wide, and with that he presses a button and devices all around the theater explode into flame. The kids run for it, but there's no escape. The doors they came in are blocked by fire. On Firefly as he activates his jetpack and starts to rise off the stage. See you around. He rises all the way up toward the hole in the ceiling. When Batman, our Batman, comes shooting through the hole feet first. Okay, we've got bat plugs, pegging, and now shooting through the hole. Batman kicks fire. This is a family-friendly stream, everybody. Donate to the kids in trouble on the link in the description. Batman kicks Firefly in the chest, and the pair go tumbling downward. Ow. On the stage, as Firefly falls in and Batman lands on his feet in a crouch. On the kids watching with awe, Matt beams proudly.
He got my signal!
Calm down, nerd.
On Batman and Firefly as Batman approaches the still kneeling Firefly.
I'd heard you were setting fires for money, Linz. A little pressure, and your client gave up where you'd be.
Back to Matt, crestfallen. Who's Matt?
It's like a toothpaste.
Back to Batman and Firefly.
I thought insurance fraud was too common for you.
Fires need fuel. Chemicals are expensive. Suddenly, Firefly straightens up, revealing his flame gun in his hand. He fires a flame pellet at Batman, and the Dark Knight dodges. On Carrie, watching the fight wide-eyed. On Firefly, as he turns to fire again, and Batman's foot kicks in, sending the flame gun flying. The flame gun slides across the stage and is lost behind the burning scrims, whatever those are. Back to Batman and Firefly.
Someone said that scrims are lighting on the stage, and someone else said that the scrim is a huge piece of fabric on the back of the stage.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
So
we'll say that it's both.
A bit of a debate.
We'll say it's both.
It's a learning stream.
Okay, back to Batman and Firefly. As Firefly takes a clumsy swing at Batman, Batman dodges easily and follows up with a mean fist to the solar plexus. Very specific. Firefly goes down again in a heap. My solar plexus! Carrie watches the fire sparkling in her eyes.
Wow.
On Batman and Firefly, as Firefly gets to his feet again. Now he's pissed. He pulls out his blowtorch sword, as one does, and ignites it. That's it! He attacks Batman, swinging the lethal weapon 4 as Batman dodges. You've gotten in my way for the last time! Close on Batman's hand as Batman pulls an aerosol can off his belt and fires. Back to wide. Foam shoots out of the can, burying the sword and most of Firefly's arm.
Sorry to put you out.
Close on Matt. A crack and a smile. This is heaven.
Yeah!
Oh, and we have a winner for the giveaway, but I will read it as soon as we're done with the script, which is almost there. Back to Firefly and Batman. Firefly drops the blowtorch and turns to run. Batman pulls out his bolas and throws them, catching Firefly around the ankles and tripping him. Firefly falls, hitting his head against the floor. Oh, Andrea. Batman picks up a fallen velvet rope and wraps it around the dazed Firefly, sandwiching his wings together and pressing his arms against his sides. On the kids, watching the back of the theater, a drape behind them flares up. And the kids are forced forward by the flames.
Yell!
Frightened yells. Batman hears them and looks up to see Batman's POV 3 awestruck kids. That's what he sees.
There's 3 kids up there.
More
Robin.
Yes. Finally, I can have 6 Robins now. Standing behind the rows of seats staring at him frozen. Back to Batman. He looks around and then up at the ceiling. Batman's POV of a deco iron chandelier overhead. The plaster around it already cracked. Batman fires a grapple toward the ceiling. The grapple takes hold in the ceiling right near the chandelier's anchor. Batman pulls on the wire, ripping a chunk of the ceiling down. The chandelier breaks free, swings down like a wrecking ball, and crashes through the wall of the theater, not only providing us an exit, but blowing up just enough dust to extinguish a path in the fire.
Go!
The three kids run for the exit. Nick looks back one last time and sees Nick's POV back to the theater, barely visible through the smoke and dust. The spread of wings, the spread cape shadow of the Batman rises into the air with the Firefly in tow. Nick watches his eyes following the shadow up, his jaw wide open until Carrie reaches back in.
Come on.
They run outside. Exterior theater night as fire trucks and police cars arrive outside the burning building, lights flashing and sirens blaring. Firefighters get right to work unloading the ladders and hoses. As Bullock and a uniformed cop climb out and look up at the building, the cop's eyes widen and Bullock grins.
Looks like someone left us a present.
I like sexy Bullock. Their POV on roof of burning building, where Firefly is hanging upside down from a gargoyle, bound and waiting to be picked. Ugh. The flames are licking. I don't like all these words. The flames are licking up at the bottom of frame, almost reaching him. Back to Bullock and the cop.
He's gonna fry up there. I need a ladder over here now.
The cops run urgently off, calling and pointing as Bullock leans back against the car and sticks a toothpick in his mouth.
Yeah, you get right on that. I wonder if that's the cop from the Batman Adventures. We're gonna have to look it up.
No, it's uniformed cop, of course. Why wouldn't we know this? He looks around as something else occurs to him. Bullock.
Who made the 911 on this?
A block away, long shot on Bullock and other action in background as Carrie places a payphone back on its cradle. She turns to the two boys satisfied and they walk toward camera and off. Reverse angle on the kids as they walk away from us down the street and camera rises into the night.
See? It was just like I said.
What are you talking about? Did you see the way he fought?
Yeah, but he also had that foam thingy.
And when he flew away at the end, I'm telling you, he's not human.
Did you guys not see the rope? Are you blind? Carrie shoves him as the trio round a corner and disappear.
Get off it. He's human.
I don't know. I thought I saw fangs.
Fade out. The
You
end.
fucking stupid.
That was the last line.
We did it.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. We did such
Do
a
we want to do a
fantastic
quick
job.
explanation on why we always moaned Andrea when it said moan?
No, if you don't
So
get it,
people who
you're,
don't get
you're
it?
not cool.
Just watch Mask of the Phantasm.
You'll understand.
And you'll get it.
For the most
No,
part.
that's not the Andrea they were
Part of
referencing.
Well, it's
I
Andrea
guess-
Romano.
It got into there because of the
Yes.
Yeah.
joke, but
All right, so the winner of the two Batman Adventures volumes is Carlos Fong. Congratulations. If you're
Well
still
done,
on the
Carlos.
stream.
Yeah, Carlos!
They have your email address, so
Carlos.
the AHCC peeps are gonna contact you about how to get those and everything like that. So thank you everybody for joining us for the stream. We made it a little, maybe like 5 minutes ahead of schedule. So I don't know if we want to do anything.
did we want to
in
talk
particular.
trash for the next 7
Yeah,
minutes?
we can pad. We can
Yeah.
riff.
Let's see.
Can-
Let's talk some trash.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, BTOS is kind of like back in the news a little bit these days with the comic. Now, I've downloaded but haven't read it yet. Have you guys? How is it so far?
Oh, it's
Oh,
great.
pretty good.
So much fun.
Yeah,
Well, I
we've
guess
been,
I could plug
it's
that.
Yeah, exactly. It's our back plug. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
tomorrow we're putting out
Plug.
tomorrow we're putting out a video on the second issue, all the Easter eggs and timeline stuff and all that stuff that's coming out tomorrow on the
nice.
Watchtower Database YouTube channel, so don't miss it. Okay, Mattie, whatever you were going to say.
Oh, I was saying for you to say that.
Okay.
There we go.
And we got-
And you did it.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
we got many other
James.
videos on that as well, and all the DCAU. If you haven't seen us before for some reason, but you're watching this stream, our whole channel is basically DC Animated Universe. So go check it out if you're interested in that. Which, if you joined this,
Very,
you
very
probably are.
deep dive into the DCAU.
And the Timm Talk
Super
podcast also talks about the DCAU. I kind of wish it had just stayed a Zeta Project podcast, but you know, whatever.
Oh, you don't know the talks that Chris and I had.
Oh my
It was a
God.
very tense, dramatic time for the two of us going through Zeta.
It was rough getting through the Zeta era for us.
Surprisingly, you guys have a lot more Zeta content than we do.
That's very true.
But we had to do all of it. We had to do all 2 seasons. It felt like 5.
And yeah,
Uh,
that was the longest stretch I've felt on the podcast.
We
And it's-
have something planned to try to catch up, but coronavirus destroyed.
oh
it.
yeah, that sort of changed things up a little
Yeah,
bit.
we got like a
It's
big
Oh,
such a
three-part
hard show
finale.
to watch because there's not an ending to it.
Just like
there's
our
other
show.
reasons for Hard Show to watch. That's not the sole reason.
That second
But it's like
season
there's no
is good.
payoff.
I will admit we enjoyed more of the second season than we did the first, which is not hard to say because I think there's maybe one episode in the first season that we enjoyed.
Yeah, is it the Batman Beyond crossover?
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
Right.
you know, we also talk like news and other things, and you could tell how much we didn't care about Zeta by how little we talked about Zeta on those
Over half
episodes and
of
how much
the
everything
podcast
else.
We had like
was
40
just-
minutes of news
Yeah.
and then 10 minutes of Zeta.
Yesterday I bought one of the only existing pieces of Zeta merch. There's like 3 different things. There were a couple trading cards from Long John Silver Happy Meals. The WB store had like a keychain, and then like Hero Clicks just recently in like their Batman the Animated Series line, which went on to do Batman Beyond characters as well, did Zeta figures.
Now wait, which Zeta was it?
Cool.
Was it the Batman Beyond Zeta or was it the Zeta?
With the head.
It was the Zeta because he came back. He came back in the second episode of the crossover with that style. But yes, they were like 99 cents on eBay, buy 2 get 2 free. So I was like, yes, I will get 4 of these.
All right. Well, I'm going to mention real quick before we cut off of this. As Owen is putting in the chat, if you guys enjoyed this, there's more At Home Comic Con coming up in 20 minutes. The next one's by Nando V Movies, which is a channel that I like quite a bit. He does some pretty cool breakdowns. I'm not exactly sure what his panel is, but you should just go watch it anyway. And there's let's see. So yeah, that's the YouTube channel linked in the description for the At Home Comic Con. If you want to continue to watch the panels, we have like 3 people. First, if you want to,
Comic Grid and Captain Midnight are on that panel too.
Yes. So there. Yeah, the rest of the day is like a whole bunch of different people doing all sorts of stuff.
Do you want me to read the quick description of that panel? Get Pitch Quick Scheme. Creators have 5 minutes to pitch a hypothetical comic book movie on the spot with Nando V Movies, Troy Oboyo 17, Laron Reedus, Comic Drake, and Captain Midnight.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Chris, we do that like every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nowhere near as well.
It actually sounds like something I'm going to watch. So if you guys watching this want to see us do any other script reads like this, that'd be pretty fun, I think. We have access to, let's see, like 5 or so more on this one webpage. We got this, but I think we have a handful of other ones also. People are recommending World's Finest, but I don't think we have the World's Finest script unless it's been released somewhere. We do have the Return of the Joker script, so that would be pretty cool.
I just paid for the new Batman Adventure Style Guide. If that has any scripts in it, I will let you guys know. I don't know if it will, but.
And then to close this out, there are several people requesting that we group sing the BTAS end credits music. Which I don't think is gonna work very well.
I'll let someone lead that.
Yep, someone go. We'll chime in.
This is a podcast.
And we're out. So thank you all for joining, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, no one's left after that.